Too. Sometime.
Well, one of my favorite shows that I've ever seen.
Your flowers are lovely.
Hosted by the coolest guy he's ever been.
I didn't know what to
He's super creative and he's always on stream. He's really funny. You know what I mean? It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. Yeah, we like the nerdy toys and all the comic books. You should check out his show. Take a look.
It's in a book.
He's got a million toys that he will play with. He'll show them off to you so you can see them. It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. Yeah, Disney is an amazing guy. He is super quick-witted. He can think on the fly. And if you want a challenge, then you should stop by. He'll take random characters and make them fight. It's tight.
It's tight.
I'm gonna give him a big shout out. Nerdy Effect, it's what it's about. It is so nerdy in every single way. Nerdy Effect, I can watch it all day. Nerdy Effect 3.0.
3.0.
Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows, and it's great.
And it's great.
What is up, Affected? Welcome to the Nerdy Effect. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jizzy, and I'm so sorry to say it is Monday. I know. Honestly, I hate to be the one. I hate to be the bearer of bad news to have to constantly come in here and tell you what day it is, especially when it ends up on a Monday. Like, Wednesday's not too bad, but Monday's just basically a, that's what we call it, Middle Finger Monday, even though I haven't really been participating in the Instagram things that I so helped to make a trend or whatever, but it is Middle Finger Monday. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hieroglyphics, thank you very much, man. This is one of those Ripped Apparel shirts. I love Ripped Apparel. I love their crossover tees. So I had to have it. And of course, I got my bestie necklace on, because if you don't have your bestie necklace on, oh no, Ron Mexico gets a little salty. And I tell you what, his head is already salty without being salty. It's doubly salty. And you know what? That's not good unless you're in the ocean. In that case, I'm going to have a triple salty Ron Mexico with a side of guacamole. It's Tuesday in the UK. Doesn't count. Doesn't count. America matters. Brad news. What about Brad? Is he okay? I have no idea who Brad is. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully we're going to get you guys over the Monday hump, ready to send in on the weekend. Tonight's show is packed. It's packed full. So if you have the time, I suggest you stick around for a while, because basically I don't have the time to do this show. Honestly, I wish I could be on your end. If I could have this kind of, like, if I could watch this and not have to do this, I would be highly entertained. And I haven't even seen it yet, but I know what's coming, and you're going to be surprised, and you're going to be surprised, and you're going to be surprised, and holy crap, it's going to be ridiculous. So, I may disappear in a minute to kill a car with a baseball. Back. Awesome. I've been up since 6 yesterday. We should probably put a shirt on. Glad you caught all that, Fizz. Not a clue.
Because it sounded like you said Brad news.
Brad news? Oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, so I got to get right to it. This weekend, we took a road trip. I need a banner. Road trip. Oh, hang on. Before we get to that, I do apologize. Hang on. We got the cartoon brawl. Sorry. Boop, boop. There it is. Pack show. Can't wait. We do have Mr. Woody Woodpecker. Not just any woodpecker, but Woody Woodpecker versus Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls. So one of them is going to move on. There's a lot of explanation going on in this.
Hard work being a
Basically, this goes back to the random brawl. Do you like woodpeckers or Bubbles? But it actually is Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls and Mr. Woody Woodpecker. That's the only way I can do it. I'm entertaining. Watch you. Well, I'm going to do my damnedest. Oh, he escaped at midnight and left a note saying, bye, baby. All right, so let me get back to it. While you guys are voting. We took a road trip.
Tacos for everyone.
Tacos for everyone. What's going on, tacos? We took a road trip to where? We took a road trip all the way up north to Metropolis. Yes, it's a real place, Fizz Kid. Google it. While you're not touching yourself or twirling your hair, pick up your phone and Google Metropolis, Illinois. Honestly, I've never been there in my life. Turns out it's kind of a crap hole, but that's not the point. The point is that it is the place where they have the Superman, like annual Superman fair every year. It's around like June something. We're a month late. That doesn't matter. I wanted to see the Superman Museum. The Superman Museum was absolutely awesome. There was so much cool stuff in there. If you get the chance, I say make the trek. Make the long trek all the way to Illinois and check out the Superman Museum. It's really cool. They have a giant Superman statue in the town square. I mean, it's freaking huge. I will be posting pictures throughout the week of sort of our adventures up there because it was an adventure. It was sort of...
It is a real place, gamer.
Yeah, it's a real place. No, it's an actual real place, and the way Budka said it is that Gotham is a place, but it's like Gotham Makaraka or whatever. I don't speak British. But anyway, so Metropolis is a real place. It's not a major city. It's not giant like Dallas or anything. It's basically a lot of like 2-level buildings. It's not what you picture in your head, but it is cool. It's very old school.
The Superman Museum is very colorful.
Yeah, the Superman Museum is really cool. They actually have the biggest piece of memorabilia is George Reeves' original Superman outfit,
which is made out of like terry cloth.
Yeah,
so
it looks warm as hell. Yeah, it's
yeah.
ridiculous, but it's really, really cool to see that something that's been around for that long. I mean, you're talking the very first screen Superman. He was for the television show Superman, and actually, fun sad fact, the original Lois Lane just died last Friday. Thursday or Friday. So the person who actually was Lois Lane for George Reeves as Superman just passed away. So that tells you how old it is. She was like 95. There it is, Gotham Village, but it's called a Gotham Village or something. But anyway, absolutely fun trip. And what do you get when you go to the Superman Museum? None other than kryptonite.
It glows in the dark.
It does. It glows in the dark. So we got 2 rocks of kryptonite, one for Ginger, one for me. And that's how we do it. That would be awesome to see. It really was. It's really cool. There's so much Superman stuff in there. Basically, you're sick of Superman by the time you leave. But anyway, I picked up some kryptonite because you gotta have kryptonite, baby. That's where you met Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. No. I met Ricky the Dragon last year sometime. I just posted the picture because it's sort of like in my repertoire. Now she's in heaven with Christopher Reeve and George Reeve. Wrong Reeve. Like Christopher Reeve was the movie Superman from the 70s. George Reeve was the original Superman from the black and white. So we did pick up some kryptonite.
Or what?
No, because he was in black and white. It's not psychic.
But I said that at the exact same time.
You're not my twin.
I
don't care.
How did I know where you were going? It's ESPN
Look,
up here, dude.
I don't care what Barbara says. We're not related.
Psychic.
Have you licked it yet? I have not licked the kryptonite.
Don't eat it. It's probably like toxic paint that makes it glow in the dark.
I cannot imagine they're allowed to sell toxic paint rocks. I'm just not there. Well, now you can fight Superman and win. Don't be spoiling my Instagram, damn it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, speaking of tasty kryptonite, what else do they sell there at the museum? None other than kryptonite rock candy. So of course we had to pick up some kryptonite rock candy. And
he's really, really good at holding his uncomfortableness.
See,
he
right
could be Superman, but then again, he's Batman. So
that's right. So there you go. Green rock candy from Metropolis, Illinois, home of Superman, the most powerful. Wait, what? More powerful than green M&Ms. I haven't even read it yet. And on the back, it says, "Help Superman by eating up the kryptonite." Oh, God. Or you have Superman in your life. Give him these tasty green crystal morsels. He'll surely be weak in the knees for you. Then you are in charge. Wow, it's basically you become Bill Cosby to Superman. Like this is not good. This is bad.
What a time to come in, Shane O'Mac.
With the jello pudding and take the kryptonite so I can rape you. I mean, seriously, that's not a good thing. So live on the show, and we bought 2 bags. One bag to save for the collection, which you're not going to get that. I don't care how bad you ask. Shane O'Mac, what's going on, man? It's all good. Listen, like, this show happens when you get the time. There's no reason to rush in. If you can't make every show, it's no big deal. All right, so we're going to try some kryptonite green candy right now, find out how it tastes. I wonder if I can... Okay, it's a resealable bag. All right, cool. This sounds like a porno entry. Oh, hero. Autocorrect doing it. No, that's just how you type, Fizz Kid.
I like how it's the autocorrect, the doing to me.
Yeah, the doing to me. All right, so we do got some kryptonite crystals here. Gonna try a little bit of it. Do you want some? Or you want me to go first?
You go first.
All right, well, if I am Superman, this is going to be a very bad
Pop-Tarts
idea.
or something.
All right, so. I was expecting, like, Pop Rocks. It's not Pop Rocks.
It's supposed to just be rock candy.
It's just rock candy.
I love rock candy.
All right, there you go.
Candy's my shit. Blast off.
Blast off! What's going on? How you doing? Oh, not bad. Tastes a little bit like candy apple, but it's not bad. Get your entry in for the IG giveaway. That's right. If you guys do not follow Sunday Heat on Instagram, number 1, you already should have. But number 2, if you post a collected picture the way that he has said to describe it, and he will post it more, just go to his Instagram, check it out. At the end of, I believe it's the end of July, he's going to choose a couple of his favorites and then give you guys something. So you definitely got to put your entry in there and tag with the hashtag.
Thursday's the last day for entering.
Oh, Thursday's the last day. I don't know when this stuff's going on. Does it taste like April? No. I was going to guess it was Pop Rocks. I thought it says rock candy, but my mind went to Pop Rocks. I don't know.
No, on the label it says rock candy. But I completely assumed that somebody mixed Pop Rocks in with this stuff.
Kryptonite equals rape tonight. That should be a song. Like, that sounds like a song. Kryptonite, rape tonight. You can't post Pops. Yeah, you kind of can. I mean, you can sort of, like, angle them a little bit or whatever, Sort of. I don't know. The bobbleheads you kind of can. Yoda's Dream Girl, what's going on? And Mr. Faux Show, I do apologize. I didn't say hi to you properly. I do have the wooden nickel wrapped around my neck because Ron Mexico called me out of my shit. But anyway, make sure you guys vote. That is Woody Woodpecker, not just any woodpecker, but that is Woody Woodpecker versus Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls. Not just any Bubbles, not Bubbles from Listwitz. So make sure you guys vote accordingly. Probably. So, what time is it? What's real time?
1:15.
Okay, we got a little bit of time. So let me talk about this. Not only did we go up to see the Superman Museum, but we also stopped at a con along the way. It was sort of the intent behind everything. I'm not exactly sure. But anyway...
I just go where he takes me. He throws me in the trunk, and then that's just kind of what happens.
Wake up! All right. Where did nothing keep the wood... Oh, God. So anyway, the con was very craptacular at best. Basically, if it was like 5 minutes down the road, it would have been acceptable. But when you're talking like 300-400 mile drive, it was not acceptable at all. Thank God Metropolis was the destination. But anyway, I walked around the con 3 or 4 times. And like I said, that took me like 13 minutes to do 3 laps around the con. That's how small it was. But anyway, I finally settled on something because I really don't like going to a con and not picking up something different or at least something from my collection. So I stumbled upon this. I had never seen this before, and I thought you guys would definitely enjoy it. And it's something cool. I'm going to enjoy it. I thought it was from the strip club. Toy time! All right. So... I'd never seen these before. I'd never heard of them at all. And basically, that's what really got me for it. I really don't care on price. I don't care on price as long as it's something that I like. Like if it's something I collect, fine. The price usually doesn't matter because it's part of the collection. But if it's something I don't really care about, price does matter. But anyway, so the first thing, this is a set of 4. The first thing is, I'm sorry, these are called Marvel's History, The Dark Side. And this is Vermin. This is a toy of Vermin, and he was like in a few key issues, not key issues, but a few issues of Amazing Spider-Man. And you can actually see on back, if you look through here, there's the cover of the Amazing Spider-Man where he fought Vermin. Now, I didn't even know they made a Vermin toy, let alone a line that he was included in. But these are really, really nice. The cards are not bent at all. They're in really, really good shape. And they are from 98, I think it is. Because it says Toy Biz on it. Sorry, 2000. So they're from 2000. So this is Vermin from it. And we'll get into all this in a minute. The second one in the line is Doctor Strange, and he is all white. Like Doctor Strange is doing some mystical, magical stuff in there. Not sure. And then honestly, these two I would have passed on. Like if they just had them sitting there, I would have been like, okay, cool, and then not cared. You know, it wouldn't have mattered to me. But I really like the whole series, and I'm getting to that. So there's the Doctor Strange to this. The second one, the third one is Dormammu? Not a clue. Butchering the name, not a clue who this is.
The packages are all really good. I
have never seen this character ever. Not a clue. Apparently he's a Doctor Strange guy. Don't know. I like his little lantern dude. I like the little... I don't know who this is. I'm not going to pretend to know who this is. And honestly, out of all of them, this one probably has the most damage to the card.
It's a Trezor's birthday.
But even then, it's still not even that bad. So this is Dormammu. Really clean figure. Like I said, never been out of the box since 2000. And they only made 4. They only made 4 in this series. And the last one is the only reason I picked up this. If they were missing this one, I would have passed on all of them. What is on the front of your shirt? That is a duck. I've never seen those before. I hadn't either. The last one, and this is probably the key. This is the key to the whole series, and that is Man-Thing. So that is Man-Thing from the Dark Side, Marvel's History, and that is a badass figure. He's highly articulate. You can see he actually has the ball joints in his arm. It looks so cool.
You to not open.
Oh, I'm not going to open these at all. And it also has like an owl and a badger in there. And I didn't do any Google research. I didn't check eBay or anything. Basically, I saw them, and the guy had $10 a piece on them. And even at $10 a piece, I was like, okay, sure, but I'm a wheeling dealer. I like to wheel and deal. So I asked him, I said, hey, man, so I'll buy all 4 of these. What's your best price? And he goes, I'll tell you what, take 30. Sold. I didn't care what the value. I don't care if they're worth $10 a piece. I don't care if they're worth $5 a piece. I like them. They're different. They're new. And now you have the whole set. And now I have the whole set. Turns out, and this is not me bragging, this is just, I'm telling you guys, when you're out there collecting, when you're out there looking for something for your collection, don't look for value. Look for stuff that you like. I saw this Man-Thing. I wanted it, okay? Regardless of the price, I was just like, you know what? I like this as it is, okay? Turns out, $85 figure. Not even joking. $85 in the box. I took on a whim because I liked the figure. Paid technically $7 for it. Not kidding. True story. So when you're out there actually doing the collecting, when you're doing the searching at the cons, the flea markets, the yard sales, whatever, look for what you collect. Look for what you like. And at that point, that's the only way to be happy. That's the only way to be happy. And at the end, when you get home and you decide to Google what you purchased and you end up on the high end of the spectrum, congratulations. If you end up on the low end, who cares? You still got something that you like. That's what I'm talking about you. But yeah, so there is the Man-Thing. I absolutely love this figure. And it turns out, I mean, it's all 4. They only made 4 in this series. I have all 4 of them. Paid less than $10 a piece. It was a fantastic deal. I absolutely love them, and I got so lucky on it. But
you're gonna have to tell Trenzark happy birthday.
I will. But even in the end, even if it turns out they were worth $8 a piece and I technically overpaid, it doesn't matter because I enjoy those and I like that it's a full collection. So that's what I'm telling you guys. When you're out there collecting, doing your thing, just collect what you love, collect what you like, do not collect for value. Who knows what's going to happen? And that's right, Mr. Trenzark. I belt buckles on me shoes. I got me green hat. I got me belt buckle on me hat. And then I go skipping through the field. And then I'm going to eat a lot of potatoes and collect gold. Happy birthday! Because we're not allowed to sing the song. We cannot sing the song when we do it because it's trademark, copyrighted, and I'm not getting any of those Ron Mexico flags on my show because I got to play music, man. I can't do it. So I'm just going to, happy birthday, Trenzark. That's all I got. Sounds more like a marathon. What? Too bad the price for old cool stuff on eBay, Amazon, and other online, not like that. Well, that's why I like to go to cons, because like on eBay, you don't get the wheel and deal. You don't get that. Basically, with eBay, you pay the price. Sometimes they'll take a best offer, but it's rare. You have to pay those prices. But at cons and flea markets and yard sales and stuff like that, you have willing to bargain. You're there with cash. They're wanting to sell. If they don't bargain, you don't need that crap. Basically, you walk up, they got a $5 sticker on it, say, give you $4, whatever. Even if they don't say it, at least you tried.
Well, sometimes they just don't want to pack it back up, so they don't give a shit.
Yeah, a lot of times, especially like on a Sunday, like honestly, if you see something at a con you gotta have, I say buy it then, because chances are it's going to be gone. But if you see something that you kind of want, but you're on the fence, wait till the last day of the con, the last day of the flea market, that Sunday afternoon, and if it's still there, 9 times out of 10, they'll take your offer because they don't want to pack it up. That's the easiest way to do it.
Fatality.
Mr. I am a fatality. Thanks, guys. I feel blessed. Don't be feeling blessed. Like, seriously, give some of your gold away. Like, that's the only way to truly feel blessed.
Or make some vodka for me, because then I'll be your best friend.
That's true. Oh, that's right, because he has lots of potatoes.
Uh-huh.
Let's see here. My man isn't in here just yet. We got about 6 minutes left, so let's start this. It's not going to get very far. But last Monday, we started talking about the houses of the nerd. So basically what it's sort of like Game of Thrones, where they have like the House Stark, House Targaryen, you know, all those, basically, like, they have their own houses, you know, and there's family members in those houses, and then they fight, or whatever. And then, in the end, we have, like, the Nerd Council and the Nerd Circle and all that stuff. But I wanted to sort of be all-inclusive.
You gave me heartburn.
Good. I want to be all-inclusive to everybody, so I didn't want to say, like, oh, no, you're not in the reject. Oh, no, you're not in the Nerd Circle. I want to give everybody a chance to be a part of a house, okay? That's what I want. Love seeing new, cool figures. Good. But I want everybody to feel, you know, like they're a part of the house. If you guys keep coming back, of course you need a crown. You need a banner to hang above your door. You need that nerd thing, not a nerd council. You need to be a member of the Playhouse. Or it was the Tavern House.
Carnage!
Mr. Carnage. It was the Tavern House, but I changed it to the Tap House. I think the Tap House rolls off so much smoother than the Tavern House, but basically, Tap House or the Hero House. And when you have a Hero House, you got to have a Villain House. Also, probably my favorite, the Outhouse.
Hey, did you say hi to Joker?
Mr. Joker! Where'd you go? I'm sorry, there he is. How you doing, man? And the last one is the Animal House. So those are your 6 houses. Animal. So those are your 6 houses that everybody is basically going to be, what do you call it? Elected to. That's the best way to do it.
Are we going to let the crowd pick?
Oh, no. It's even better than that. Now, I thought about...
pick?
No. I thought about this, and we're about to have to go to the next segment before we even get started in this. But I thought about how to do this. And I think that it's sort of bias of me to say, okay, well, Vinny, you're part of the Outhouse. That's it. No ifs, ands, or buts. You're part of the Outhouse, right? Or J-Dub, you're part of the Playhouse. I think that's kind of...
Carnage is part of the Playhouse.
Oh, that's because he's a sexy man. I didn't say that.
Mother!
Mother! There he is, man. Tap that ass house. You calm the hell down. I'm serious, sir. Sit your ass down. Put your pants back on. Wait till Fizz Kid gets there with the lotion.
I have powdered donuts.
But anyway, so I think it was very biased of me to sort of like putting people in there. So what we're going to do is I have already named the 6, not leaders, but the first members of each house. And from that point, those leaders will then choose round robin like.
Are these houses going to be made in Fallout?
Yes.
Ha.
Yes. But from that point, they would be chosen round robin like. So basically, just hypothetically, I say that Vinny is part of the Tap House. He's number 1, which he's not. But I say, Vinny, you're part of the Tap House. Okay, boom. Who do you select? And then Vinny says, oh, I like Joker. So Joker, you're instantly part of the Tap House. And the reason I did it that way is because... basically, in Game of Thrones, like the Starks, the Targaryens, or whatever, they are family, and you don't get to choose your family.
Yes, Trans Cowboy, you are.
So you don't get to choose your family, and that's the way we're going to do it. So if you aren't in the house you think you're supposed to be, sorry about your luck, but you can't choose your mom and dad. That's just the way to do it. Not that these are the daddies of it.
You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friends' nose.
Right, yeah, you can't pick your friend's nose. So basically, if you're chosen to it, then you get the next one. So say Vinny was first, he chose Joker. Joker then gets to choose the next person to be part of the house. It's the easiest way to do it. It's the least biased way. So that's what we're going to do. Not just yet. We might not even get to it tonight just because there's so much to do. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on.
3 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much. So I don't even want to start getting into it. The TMNT handheld game back in the day, I got one. What? Holy crap. The tall green one, like the big long green one. Oh man, I had that too. Anyway, so chances are Budka and Fizz might not even be in the same house. They might have to, interlope a little bit.
Divided.
Yeah. Same way with Mrs. Vinny and all that.
The Vinnies. The Vinnies and the not so much Vinnies.
The not so much Vinnies. Oh, man. All right, let's see if we can do this.
My powdered donuts are delicious, by the way.
Yes, they are.
And I might end up eating them on. You might get none because you weren't hungry.
There it is.
And I apologize in advance, but when you put donuts in front of my face, I can't exactly say no.
In front of your what?
My face.
I have the first 4 seasons of the original TMNT. Do you? I have a couple of them. I have a few of the seasons of DVDs. But basically, I found it very, very difficult to watch.
Actually, his brain doesn't necessarily turn as much as it just kind of scrambles. It's kind of like a gumball machine where you think that you're getting one color gumball, but you actually get another. They're all in there. You just never quite know what color's going to come out.
Right. But anyway, so if you guys keep coming back, normally, you will eventually get picked. And it might take an entire show to be able to pick who everybody is for each house. And even if you miss the episode that we do, don't worry. If you get sort of left out, say, hey, I'm not in the house yet. And then whoever's next to choose, they get to choose what's going on. Uh-oh, we got a bunch of question marks going on. Somebody's hitting a lot of the keyboard. Come on, damn it.
Tattoos.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
And yes, I've mentioned donuts because I'm regarding the powdered donuts.
87 TMNT can only be seen as small doses. Yeah, Hyro's exactly right. That's what I've always said with anything classic 80s. You're talking Transformers, G.I. Joe, Jem, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, you can only take it for so long because it's so... Like, it's not even campy.
I can actually watch all the Jem and the Holograms completely through. So, your theory is bunked, dude.
Alright, so take away Jem, whatever. Care Bears, oh my god, My Little Pony.
Honestly,
no.
The new My Little Pony is
more
watchable.
I'm talking about the 80s stuff. This has nothing to do with the new stuff. The new stuff, even new TMNT, it's very watchable. It's continuously watchable because they change so much stuff.
I love Ice Cream Kitty.
Any of the nerdy peeps still collect NES and SES game? Of course I do. We might have it yet. Hang on. We might... Oh, okay. We got a sound now. Hang on a second. I hope I'm in the Playmates house. No. Playhouse. Earthquake. It's working, man. Trust me. It's getting there. The s'more donuts is okay. Gotcha.
I've never had a s'more donut. But
yes, the Konami TMNT, I always wanted one. I always wanted like the larger one, like the big green one. I had the big green one, but they had a different one too. Let's see. Come on.
And do the Care Bear countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I can't see you.
I can see you.
But I can't see you.
That's messed up.
That's your fault.
It's my fault. I didn't think I did anything wrong.
You can do it. You can turn the camera on. Is there a doctor in the house? Oh, Fizz Kid with your spoilers. No. It is everybody's favorite friend, Mr. Mayor Furberger.
Whoop, whoop.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
How are you doing, Mr. Furberger?
Incredibly well. I just got finished with an important business meeting, and I thought I'd message in and see how everything is going with one of my favorite streamers.
I've got to hear it. What was the business meeting about?
I rented another prostitute.
And how did the business transaction go?
I made a big deposit.
Okay, tell us more.
Her name was Cousin, as we are related.
Wait, is that what you call her?
Yes, because we're cousins.
You are not safe to eat donuts around.
She's actually from Texas, where you're from.
Oh shit! No, listen. Well, technically, because you're from different countries, it makes it okay.
Whatever you have to tell yourself to keep in the moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Mr. Michael Furberger. If you don't know who he is, there's no way you don't, because he is a legend on Ustream, slowly becoming a legend on YouTube. So if you have not yet, I implore you, go and check out Michael Furberger on YouTube. Basically what he's doing right now with his show is he's making YouTube videos exclusively. So if you're looking for him on the PlayStation Network or even on the YouTube network, it's not going to happen. You got to subscribe to him to check out his awesome content. So, Mr. Furberger, since you've since you have tuned in, and honestly, to be fair, I was prepared for you this time.
Oh, you got a penis pump.
Oh, I had that. I just forgot it in my luggage last time.
I call mine luggage too.
All right, so I asked the people of Instagram for questions of the day. So you have basically it's a spitfire answers, and what I want from you is as fast as you can answer these questions. We're going to roll through them because there's like 30 something.
I've been known to go very quick, unfortunately, on many things.
Angelic works at Dunkin' Donut. What? Oh, God.
Yeah, and I told her I don't know how she stays so thin because I would not.
All right, here we go. Are you ready, Mr. Furberger?
Let's get it going.
What is your favorite female cartoon crush?
Female cartoon crush. I'm going to have to go with... did they make a cartoon of you?
Not yet, but I'm hoping they do.
I'm going to have to go with Bugs Bunny's girlfriend.
Lola.
Because she likes to hump like a rabbit.
Okay, all right. What is the largest sausage you've ever eaten without help from a family member?
Who the hell thought of that one?
Listen, there's some messed up people out there in the world, okay?
I would like to say probably 8 inches.
Okay. And then now you have to describe it.
It was attached to my cousin.
Wait, we're not cousins, are we?
Not as of last weekend.
When are you having Fatality's baby?
How sharp is his penis?
Well, he's very good at moonwalking, if that tells you anything.
Yeah, does the moonwalking help?
I like a gentleman who can dance. Absolutely.
Okay. This is a math question.
Math question?
Yeah, be ready. Well, you're from Canada. Like the schools are awesome
Does
up
Canada
there.
have math?
Yeah. All right, you ready? On a scale of 12.3 to 560.54, what's your favorite letter of the alphabet?
I'll go with A because you're an asshole for asking.
Let's see if we get this a little closer.
Stop dropping stuff.
I know, right? Okay. All right. Is it true cannibals don't eat clowns because they taste funny?
That was highly funny and true, and who told you I was so-so? That was a secret.
We already knew.
All right.
Damn.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes, for example, I've been known to do the little Casper friendly ghost routine in the bedroom. Do you know what the friendly ghost is?
I don't, but I want to know so bad.
It's when you're banging your chick and then you have a friend go in there for you, and then you stand in front of the window outside the bedroom and you wave to your girlfriend.
Holy shit.
You broke Jizzy.
I've never heard that one. I love that. Oh, all right. This one comes all the way from Ireland. And why must Trenzorg be a year older today?
Because he ran out of alcohol and it adds age. In Ireland, if you do not have regular alcohol, you immediately point of death.
Well, they have to have it.
It's logical.
What would happen if Swap Meat Flea farted, sneezed, coughed, and cleared his throat simultaneously?
Did you say the name was Swap Meat Fleet?
Swap Meat Flea, yes.
Can I have a description as to what the hell that is?
It's a person that bounces from swap meets or flea markets
Flea
or
markets,
garage sales
yeah.
or, yeah.
Okay, and you wanted to know what happens when he sneezes and coughs at the same time?
And clears his throat and farts.
Oh, well then all of the sperm I put into him comes out of all of his holes.
Okay. Would you rather have explosive diarrhea during a job interview or have explosive diarrhea during a date?
If I was to combine them, such as I'm interviewing a prostitute for my services, if I was at Taco Bell, it would be understandable. So we can work this out.
That's
but
true.
Can I have the question again because I got distracted by my thoughts of prostitutes?
Diarrhea in a job interview or diarrhea on a date?
Well, at the job interview, because the date doesn't pay you money, but that takes us back to prostitution.
I think everything's going to go back to prostitution. Betty Boop, what's going on, girl? Let's see here. Ron Mexico is selling his body parts. If Ron Mexico sells his body parts for financial decisions, it's financial. Damn, it's a hard worded question.
Read words.
Ron Mexico okay, is selling his body parts the right financial decision for him and his family?
Obviously, because he's going to have a very hard time finding work when he's deported south of the border.
Okay, this is a medical question. Every time Mater sneezes, he ejaculates. What's the cure?
The cure is to stop having sex with me, and you won't have anything inside of you.
Does Mayor have coffee tonight? I want to know what the brand is.
The brand is... here's the thing. There's no coffee in the cup, but I've put a lot of sugar, and it's not sugar, it's powder. It's cocaine. It's not in a cup.
See-
I have a lot of cocaine, yeah.
So you're just drinking cocaine?
I took a rolled up 20 and I snorted it. I don't know what the danger did with the hot sauce.
All right, here you go. What do mints smell like when they go bad? Mints.
Oh, I thought you said mitts like mittens. I use mine to fist people, so it would smell like crap. But mints, when they go bad, I'm assuming they smell like the regret that you have for not having used them when you were on the date with the chick, which is why she left you.
That's actually good advice, children. You need to write that down. Seriously.
Wait a minute, you have children watching this?
There are always children watching.
Should I expose myself now or later?
Let's keep it Bill Cosby. I'll give you some kryptonite, and then we'll do it at the end. Game Dungeon says, hello, Mayor.
Hello, Game Dungeon. I love dungeons. Some of my best victims are there.
All right. How many humans will we need to fight this alien invasion that is coming within the next 15 years?
No, don't worry. Donald Trump's putting a wall up. It's perfectly fine.
Because walls prevent extraterrestrials from flying down from the sky.
Damn it.
Yeah. So you're complaining about the height of the wall? The wall just got 20 feet bigger.
I want a biodome. I demand a biodome over the entire United States.
Oh, all right.
I demand a sandwich. Let's see who gets one first.
You won't like my sandwiches.
All right. This one is directed directly at you. Whatever happened to So-So the Clown? Is he hanging by a meat hook in your freezer?
Oh.
Is he rotting in your backyard? Or is he stuffed and mounted in your living room?
The answer is yes to everything.
A little bit here, a little bit there. Sort of like a trophy room.
It's spread around. Share the love is what I always say. That's what I'm about.
If you are a recipient of services from a prostitute and do not pay, is it theft?
Well, practically it's not because she has none of her soul left at that point. She's giving everything away for free anyway, so It's not theft. Especially if the Quaalude is kicked in, hibbity bibbity pudding pop.
Oh. If someone was in trouble halfway around the world and you had a superpower to save them before anything went wrong, what kind of bubblegum do you like?
You gotta go with the Hubba Bubba because you can do good bubbles with that.
That's true.
But Hubba Bubba has aspartame in it
I
now.
decapitated them before that point.
Damn! Oh. If Ron Mexico plants a sesame seed in the ground, what will grow?
We both know he's planting another kind of seed, and let's just say you're about to get very, very high.
Damn. The last question from the fans of Instagram. What happens when you get scared half to death twice?
Scared of which twice?
Scared half to death twice.
Oh, well then you're scared to full death. That was the math question. You should have asked me that for math.
That's not math to me. Like, there's no numbers.
It's one of those paragraph math.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Word
right.
problems.
So, Mr. Furberger, what is going on with you? It's been a while since the people have seen you. Obviously, everybody in here is just asking all the questions. So, what's been up with you?
I would like to give a big thank you to Jizzy and his female slave, his wife, for joining us.
No, you had it right. You had it right.
Thank you for all of our wonderful viewers for tuning in regularly to the Jizz Fest here. I have actually been working on further developing my career in mayoring Toronto. I actually recently had a performance on a Canada Day downtown. The video is posted to YouTube. You go to search Michael Furberger on YouTube. Shameless self-promotion. Always have to whore myself. And also, I've just been working on further networking with people. You know, I'm currently working on a film. It's actually an adult film involving myself and the cousin I referred to at the start of this program, as they do live within your local area in Texas. You probably already know them. Their name is Billy Joe Jim Bob.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I'm all over the internet, ladies and gentlemen. I've just been further developing my talents and doing my best not to get arrested for a change.
It's true, honestly. Whenever I decided to Google Michael Furberger to rip off this image, like, it was just flooded. Like, you could actually type in Mayor Michael and then get FU, and it brings up Furberger in the Google search. I was like, damn, it was fast.
And speaking of Furberger, if you love Furberger images, be sure to check out Blue Waffle. It's delicious.
What do you put on a blue waffle?
Usually my penis.
Question for DMK has. Go ahead.
Smurfette had a blue waffle.
What? Say it again. Sorry.
That's okay. Smurfette had a blue waffle. Smurfette.
Damn, that's your cartoon character from the first question.
Okay, Smurfette was a whore. All those pets. Papa Smurf was her pet.
DMK has a question for you. It says, do you play Pokemon Go?
I actually tried, but it wasn't available within Toronto as of yet.
That sounds about right.
Wow.
I had to substitute by walking around, looking down on my phone, pretending I'm playing it.
Game Dungeon says the body is starting to smell in the dungeon, Mayor.
Well, we already told how to deal with that. Why did he waste my money? I told him what blend of chemicals to use.
That's between you and him. That's not this.
The judge.
Oh, shit. This is taking out all kinds of stuff. So you're working on a sort of a film career and then something outside of Ustream, definitely. Is there a link? Is there something that people can go and see that are local?
Yes, if you're loco, you'll love my stuff because I've been told I'm very loco. You can just go to youtube.com/Michael Furberger, type in Michael Furberger, think of it like a hairy hamburger. For all your entertainment needs, recently posted a Viagra video. It's the DJ Khaled remix of All I Do Is Win, except it's All I Do Is Yank. Can I do the chorus for you?
Do it.
All I do is yank, 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 no matter what. Viagra on my mind, I can never get it up. And every time that pill kicks in, damn, my woolly mammoth goes up. And it stays there. I'll let you get the rest online.
Is Furberger your long-lost Canadian brother? Of course he is, Trance. Can't you see the resemblance
That's
here?
why we know the cousin.
Oh.
those who are not from Texas. The family that sleeps together stays together.
Well, Mr. Furberger, we got to let you go in just a few minutes, but there's a special guest in my green room that really wants to meet you. So I got to go get him real quick. If you would just talk more about your upcoming projects and how to get to him, he'll come right back out.
You're too kind, thank you. So while our host goes to get his guest from the green room, I'd like to remind our viewers, this is a horrible stream, obviously. You have a lady in the background, you don't even get to see boobs.
I don't
The
exist.
legal person always on the hearing group. He's drinking Irish drinks, but there's not even alcohol in the cup. What the hell is this? Anyways, be sure to unsubscribe to Jizzy, whatever this Jizz Fest is, and click subscribe on Michael Furberger. So Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, michaelfurberger.com. All your entertainment needs. Unlike this, it's not boring and I'm not delusional. That was a lie. Oh, we have our guest here. Remember,
That's right! It's red! Shad! You know what? Whenever I was talking to Jizzy backstage, he said, hey, I tell you what, this dude's gonna be coming on, and he's got himself an impeccable mustache. And I go, ain't nobody got a mustache like Red Shad. Right?
so cool.
That's right.
You broke the mayor.
Yeah, that's right. Listen here, Mayor. You know, I was thinking about this. Now, listen, I ain't gay, but it ain't wrong. But you know what? Sometimes I was looking at your mustache from a distance, and you know what I said to myself? I'd like to lock mustaching with that sumbitch, right? And I know it's going to be one of them Canadian Provence International folks have facades, right? But you know what? Every time I see that mustache plastered on that pretty face, I'm like, you know what? We could get to twiddling and twirling for hours up there. What you say about it?
I say I have incredible mustache, Anthony. You've got quite the hell of a bush. Your missus must love those mustache rises, Billy Joe Jim Bob.
That's true. You know what? I actually did a little bit of research listening backstage on the candid camera, right? And then you were talking about, banging your cousin. And then I'm like, you know what? I was banging my cousin last weekend. And then this dude was looking through the window.
Oh, that was me. Right.
Yosemite nephew. No. My name is Red Shed. And that is Michael Furberger right there. You know, Furberger, shed. What happens in the shed stays in the shed. And that's all that truly matters, really.
I would just like to say, as you do have a red mustache, that was very good planning, because when your lady friend is on her time of the month, you can do your business when you're giving her a ride and no one will notice.
Well, honestly, why do you think it's red? I mean, that ain't my natural hair color. You can see on the side.
Oh, so you're saying the carpets don't match the grapes?
No.
My bush. Do you trim your bush, sir?
No, honestly, it just makes you more homosexual if you trim your mustache. Am I right?
I like that you said sexual, because what I'm doing under the view of the camera would agree with that.
Fur shed. I like it. So let me ask you something, Mayor. Well, every time I'm on here, and I didn't bring it tonight, but usually when I'm on here, I know you're drinking cocaine, but when you're not drinking cocaine, what you drinking?
Can I go bring to the camera what I'm drinking?
Oh, hell yeah. Stash sex.
I'll just be 1 second. You're going to like the assortment.
I'm ready. Let's bring it. Let's bring it on. My question is, honestly, what does the Furberger drink in his spare time? You know, basically, like you guys know. It looked like it's going to be a Canadian beer, which, Red Shed's had his fair share of Canadian beer. He's going to make a concoction. Stash checks, that's right. Love is a grenade. Oh, my God. Oh, wow. Red Shed did not come prepared tonight. Damn. It honestly is like going to the local liquor store and not having to deal with Bob. Oh, no, he's getting... Wow. Holy crap. Now, honestly, I called out the wrong man this evening. Red knows when to back off. You know what I'm talking about? Damn. It never stops. Holy Corona. No, really.
I didn't know they had Corona in Canadian.
Now, does that import? Honestly, folks, let me be perfectly clear. This was not scripted at all. Line them up, Mike. Like, holy crap. This dude was ready for this. And I was not ready because I would have had a beer and tried to beat him in a chugging contest. But holy crap. And milk. Is that milk? Lactose-free milk. Mayor and Uncle Earl can definitely hang. Apparently, Ned and you obviously came prepared for this.
I got my urine brew ready to go.
You have urine brew?
Urine brew.
Oh, urine brew. I was like, dang, urine brew.
We got Erdinger and Celebrator, and we got Shock Top and Checkvar and Corona and natural lactose-free 1% milk.
Oh, honestly, and if you didn't bring the milk out, I was going to call shenanigans. But you brought the milk out, and that's the only way to truly get your bones up, baby.
I actually bring cream everywhere I go.
Well, you know, honestly, like I said, Red Shed knows when he's been beat, and it's rare that Red Shed has ever beaten anything. But Mayor Michael Furberger has got Red down under the table. So there we go. Honestly, my man, next time you're in down South Texas, make sure you stop on by so we can get our mustache a little tickly-tackly on there.
Thank you. You're so kind, and I appreciate the opportunity to be here with a couple of fellow incestuous bastards.
Well, I'm just trying to live up to you.
I have a feeling my time is approaching the end on your program, so I'd just like to thank you for this opportunity. I wish you and your mustache all the best, and also be sure, viewers, to do a search on inflatable dating service on YouTube. Keep an eye out for it on Facebook. We're going to be expanding our inflatable dating service offerings. For anyone looking to meet that special someone that you can use duct tape on and not go to jail.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, I was told to close it out right here. That is Mayor Michael Furberger. He is on YouTube. You need to go subscribe to him. He is a fantastic person. He is awesome. He's quick-witted. He's awesome. He's making his own videos. Yeah, that's right. And he's mayor of Canada. Like, I mean, seriously, how was the last time you met a mayor? Like, you can't even find your local mayor. But this guy's available on all the websites, you know, even like Madison. Was it Happy Madison? What is it? Ashley Madison, that bitch. So it's available on Ashley Madison. It's on Pornhub. It's on YouTube. But you got to go subscribe to him if you haven't. That way you can check out his content at all hours of the night when you're spanking yourself.
As a clarification regarding Ashley Madison, they've expanded their offerings and they're now known as Asshole Madison.
Ah, I like it. Now, was that your doing?
Yeah, you're damn right it is. Safe word. Hashtag safe word.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is all for the Furberger. I hope you're back on soon, man. Can't wait to hang out with you again, my man.
Thanks for having me inside of you.
Damn right, boy. Damn right. All right, buddy. Thank you so much. I'll catch you on the flip side.
Okay, flip it.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. Well, that's all for the Furberger, and sadly, that's all for Red Shed. He did not bring a beer tonight to drink with y'all, but you know that Red's good for it. So let's wrap up. Hang on. Let's get that off there. Make sure you subscribe. But let's wrap up the random brawl real quickie. Find out who's gonna be moving on. Will it be Mr. Woody Woodpecker or Bibbles? Boom! Woody Woodpecker takes it. 15-13. Hell yeah. You know I'm a big fan of Woody Woodpecker, mainly because he works with wood. But alright, get that off of there, and I was told to launch the next brawl. There it is. That is Lionel from the Thundercats versus Hank. Hell, boy, I tell you what. One of them is going to be moving on. Make sure you vote. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Red Shed. Wow! I'll see you later.
The mayor stole my powdered donuts. I think he got them confused with other powdery substances.
What is going on, guys? I hope you guys enjoyed that. Honestly, every time the mayor is here, which now this is the second time, and honestly, he is the very first repeat interview guest. It's always fun when he's here. He's an incredible dude. I mean, I wish I could think as fast as he does, and I'm not that damn funny. I wish that I was as funny as the mayor, but I'm not. I'm a Leo. Don't be bragging. Lion-O, by the way, I have those 87 Ninja Turtles. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry I missed the comment. I do apologize. Anybody that was actually talking to me during the interview, I'm sorry I missed your comment. That was not my intention. I hope you guys know that. But, you know, sometimes the show has to sort of progress without the side thing, and I do apologize. I gotta go with feline representatives. I like how you're thinking there. Where is Red Ginger Shed? What was that place that we saw when we were driving up there? Woodshed.
Yeah.
So Red Shed's cousin is Woodshed for that one stream, that little bitty show none that we did. It's available on YouTube. But Woodshed joined Red Shed for an impromptu stream, and it turns out somewhere up in Illinois or something like that, there's a restaurant called the Woodshed. Anyway, I thought it was hilarious.
We drove past it too fast to take a picture.
Yeah, we really did. ARC autocorrect messed up. Arg, arg, arg. Interviews go first at all times. They kind of do. I'm sorry to leave you guys out. That was not my intention. But, you know, when the Furberger is on, you got to pay attention to the Furberger because,
yeah,
I mean, seriously.
Foxy points out something. You weren't here for half of that interview.
I was busy, and I can't read off the side because that's interrupting Red and Furberger, and that's just impolite. But anyway, make sure you guys vote. We got Lion-O from the Thundercats versus Hank Hill. Boy, I tell you what, one of them is going to be moving on. Make sure you type it in with them capital letters and them spaces, how you do it. What I'm saying is I have those 87 Ninja Turtles DVDs because my nephew, who is 19 months old. Honestly, Game Man, that's a fantastic idea. I love that you're passing on your childhood to his childhood. And honestly, if I had that opportunity, I would definitely hang out with my kid. We would watch the stuff that I enjoyed, and it would actually make it better to watch that kind of stuff.
You have an Angelic, a Dark Side, a Listwitz, and a Hammer Time now in here.
Mr. Hammer Time! What happened? It's off. I don't know what happened. It's off. Mr. Hammer Time, dude, I have to get with you, or can you send me a friend request on PlayStation? I gotta talk with you real quick. Angelic Devil, my creeper, thanks so much for coming in here. You're kind of a donut maker now, right? Is that what I heard?
She's got like all the discipline in the
That's
world.
awesome. And who'd you say the other one was?
Dark Side.
Dark Side! Wow!
Listwitz.
To what do we owe the pleasure,
and
Dark Side?
Listwitz.
I didn't think we could accompany you anymore because you're so awesome. And Mr. Listwitz, I saw you earlier. I think I read your comment, but thank you guys so much for tuning in. And it turns out, guys,
DMK's still here. But you were here.
of course we have DMK. I read his question. So we do have a second guest tonight. I'm talking, man. Nerdy Effects rolling hard tonight. We have a second guest this evening. Let me get this all straightened out. And if you do not know who this man is, I mean, seriously, you got to do a Google search. You have to check him out.
Oh, look. It's Raider Nation Sam and it's Second Ginger.
Raider Nation Sam, what is going on, my man?
It's the other Ginger.
Live via Skype is, honestly, the way I view it is the up-and-coming...
Stop breaking stuff.
How are you doing? The up-and-coming, technically Ustreamer, but Ustream's going away, so the up-and-coming YouTuber in my eyes, and this is Dr. Jekyll.
Hello, how are we doing this evening, Mr. Jizzy?
Doing good, my man. If you did not catch my last episode, we made this banner right. Cheer, which is the Defective Head Meat Institute, Dr. Jekyll, DHMI on YouTube. Absolutely fabulous streamer. Anytime I get a chance to see a streamer and that I really like, I try to get them on the show because I want to promote them the best I can. And this dude, I'm telling you, all things aside, he's one of my new favorites. Just saying that.
Thank you very much, Jizzy. I don't know what to do. You're such an asshole. I did not know the mayor was going to be coming on first.
I know. I couldn't tell you, man. I could not tell you that. But that's the goal. I want Dr. Jekyll to bring it up.
Up a beat? Holy shit. I was there with the beat and I saw the mayor. I was like, oh my god, I quit. I just go home. No more.
What's going on, Azo? Azo is in here. He says,
for his opiates.
Doc, I'm still waiting for my opiates. What the fuck?
You have to send me the credit card first. Ask for it.
The faux show says, hello, Doc. As long as the Fizz Kid, they're saying hi to you.
Hello.
But I love what Dr. Jekyll does. I love that each individual time it is so different. You don't know what to expect.
I love Magic Hands Bob.
Magic Hands Bob might be throwing some change from time to time. Oh, two hands. Uh-oh. It's hilarious. Safety word, yeah. It keeps me in stitches the whole time I'm watching, so I want you guys to go subscribe to the Defective Head Meat, Dr. Jekyll, on YouTube. It is fantastic. You can watch most of the archives until Ustream blacklists one of them. I need therapy, Doc.
I have a Magic
yes,
Hands
you do.
too.
Then they say at 9 p.m. Eastern, you can have also say happy you want.
That's right, guys. Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern, so 8 p.m. for the normal folks. You guys got to tune in on YouTube this week, Thursday, to the Dr. Jekyll Defective Head Meat Institute. It is awesome. So, Dr. Jekyll, number one, thank you so much for being my guest tonight.
No problem, Mr. Gigi.
This is completely different than the Furberger interview because Furberger is his own entity. But we got to learn a little bit about you, my man. Let's tell the folks all about it.
Well, I am Dr. Jekyll, and that is backwards.
No, you had it right. You had it right.
Oh, I had it right. Oh, it is backwards. Technical difficulties. It's such a pain.
So we actually have a few questions to sort of get to know you kind of things. We always started out with the easiest one is, what made you start streaming? What made you turn the camera on and get in front of it? That's my main question.
Because Mayor Furberger was being a lazy ass. It was not enough entertainment. So I thought to myself, it's like, Jekyll, what can we do to get the people laughing and smiling again? So I did the stream. Simply as that.
I like it. I think that's awesome. It's sort of, see, I had to take a break for a while, and I asked people to keep it up. And Darkside, for a little bit, he kind of kept it up, kind of kept the show rolling. But then he sort of fizzled out, looking at you, Darkside. But I'm glad you did it. Honestly, I really am. I'm glad you took that leap of faith and jumped into it and actually did it because, honestly, I'm not saying, I'm just saying you're kind of on the level of Furberger. It's so different and so entertaining, and I really love it. And if Furberger had a voice, I think he would say the same too.
He might, but we can only hope to achieve a little tiny bit of the Furbergerness.
He also might try to steal drugs out of your jug cabinet.
Yeah, he might steal cocaine if you have it.
It's probably not a might, it's probably a will.
But I can write this prescription for the mayor because I'm a doctor.
Budka asks, where did you get your PhD?
From Manuel on the street corner.
So moving on to the next one. So who is your favorite streamer? Like if you could tune in every day and watch the same streamer, who is your favorite?
Furberger, of course.
Furberger.
Hey, Trenzorg, you wait till you meet Negan.
Yeah.
Governor's
We gotta
nothing next
ask.
to
I
Negan.
kind of figured, but we gotta get it out there. So what are the other streams or shows that you watch that are via the PlayStation or YouTube?
Oh, of course, we have the Nerdy Effect, which I always try to turn in a little bit, Once we have the For Show show. It's a good show. For Show.
It's not your show, it's your show.
Let's see. The Ginger Demon Bunny, Word Burning. That's always nice.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Oh, the Moneymaker stream with the...
You can't say his name 2 more times.
He hasn't showed up yet.
Moneymaker?
No, damn it! You can't because he pops in like Beetlejuice.
As long as it's not changed, I think we're okay.
That was Magic Hands Bob throwing the change from the side.
That was a petty throw. I want to see more throwing,
No!
Bob. I want to see...
I
would see more effort. That! That's my favorite.
No, please.
See, Magic Hand Bob's lives my dream. I would love to sit here and throw things at Jizzy the whole time, but then he'll do nothing but pout for the rest of the night, so
That's true.
I can't throw
That's true.
things at him. So Magic Hand Bob is my hero.
That's the kind of stuff you can expect. Oh. So how many episodes are you
I do
into the
list
Defective
this.
Head Meat?
Once, I think last Thursday was episode number 7, I think.
Number 7. Okay, cool. So you basically got in. You got a feel of how things work for the most part. So what's your favorite thing about doing a show, doing a stream?
Well, it's most definitely not getting pelted in the face with the change.
Biscuit says throw biscuits.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's a little different, If only one person gets a little smile or a little laugh, it's person.
That's awesome. See, I think that's a Listwitz way of looking at it. Listwitz has always said that he will put on a show no matter what, and I think that's the way for any streamer, any person that's on a show for YouTube. I think that's the way to look at it. Like if you're wanting 200, 300 people on your show, I don't think it's a way to do it. I think it's the way to just do it for yourself, and I think that's the way you're doing it. And honestly, I like that.
That was another streamer I forgot to mention. The Leaflets is very good stuff.
Mimic wants to know what language you're speaking.
It's mostly English. I'm sorry, my accent is a bit thick sometimes. I have to change it up, maybe. I don't know. Mr. Q!
You're slacking, Bob. You're slacking.
And so the final question is, what'd you do to So-So?
I am not So-So, the damn Mayor So-So, not the Jekyll.
Yeah. No, Mayor has So-So locked up in separate spaces in his house in different pieces, the flesh slowly rotting.
It's so funny. It's like anytime there's a different person on Ustream and they have something on their face, it's So-So instantly. Furberger got it, and then Dr. Jekyll got it. I see a few others. It was just... So what do you think about being compared to So-So?
Yeah, So-So was alright, but the Jekyll, I think, is going to be better, yeah.
I like it.
So-So didn't have magic hands, Bob.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. So pretty much, my friend, that is all for me. But I was rooting around in the green room, and somebody who hasn't been on the show in a long time was talking, and
Oh, this?
honestly, he was talking a little smack about you.
That dirty bitch.
Yeah, so I've got to go get him out the green room. In the meantime, if you would sort of tell people about your show, what's going on, when to find it, he will be back out because.
And tell people how they can become a patient. Of
Yeah,
the
and how they
Heavy
can become a
Institute.
patient. You mean the clone murdering Bob? All right, man. So I've got to go get him, and just there is your audience.
Und hallo, YouTubers. I'm Dr. Jekyll, head researcher at the Defected Head Meat Institute. And if you want to see the show, it is on the Thursdays now on the YouTube at 9 p.m. Eastern. And we always have Magic Hands Bob available. And yes, if you want to be the patient, you have to go to the page and subscribe. Just search Jekyll, DHMI. Remember, dummy for short, and you're good to go. And as long as no one says the C word, the streams usually go pretty good. Even though,
Change.
No, change that. No.
I'm gonna do
But
it.
yeah, I usually die, but we have an expert cloning lab, and a new Jekyll comes in every time. There's already so much change in the floor, I can't roll the chair.
Magic Hand Bob needs his own show.
Yeah, right. Hello, everyone. My name, if you don't know, is Captain Timothy Finkelbottom III. And if you don't like it, I don't care. Because I am a sex instructor and you're not. Right?
I don't like it. You're very rude, you English pig.
You know, like, I was watching your stream and I was like, no, right, listen. It's all like Rocket League when you're playing 3-on-3 and all of a sudden somebody else joins your chat and it's like 4-on-4, mate. I don't like it. So I was watching you and I'm like, listen, there's only one room for one person on YouTube with a funny accent, and that's me, Captain Timothy Finkelbottom III.
Bob says screw you, I shoot you
Just
with
a
the
bro
nail.
and super chick.
Yeah, right, listen, your ladies don't matter because, listen, I was the first one to wear a lab coat on the show. And there you are, wearing a lab coat with your fucking hair and your fucking glasses, but I was number one,
But
and
at
I
least-
like being imitated.
But he has a real PhD.
But you don't have the epic stash, look at that.
And that.
Now, right, I don't grow mustaches because my ladies don't like it.
No, you can't grow the stash because you don't have the testicular fortitude to wrap the face.
No, right, no, listen, look, you know what? You know, just to copy you, I'm going to put on my bow tie. So that way, oh, now who's copying who, mate?
You know,
Mine is purple. It's
Dr.
purple.
Jekyll makes bow ties cool.
No, right, see,
You
look,
have-
I got me a bow tie, now what?
You look like a cheap stripper.
Yeah, I know, listen here. Listen, there's one thing you don't say, mate, and that is something about prostitution. We don't do prostitution in England. We call it favours.
Do some favors.
No, right, listen, don't be calling that. It's our word. You don't say our word, Dr. Jekyll.
Why are you so angry? Do you need the therapy?
No, right, I'm a sex therapist. I don't need it. I got all things. And you know what? I was screwed on my time last Monday, so I'm going to talk about my sex things, and you're going to listen to it, Dr. Jekyll.
Dr. Jekyll, he just needs some change.
See,
in his
I
life.
work on the good head meat. You work on the not so good head meat.
You know, right, well, that doesn't matter. And we can't tag team each other. We can't tag team things because that's not how it works.
But I want to tag team the red shed. He has a nice stash too. He can run some.
Hey, now, listen, Red Shed has nothing to do with this. He's a Furberger fanboy, not you.
Oh, that makes me so sad. I thought we were going to be the Mustache Brothers. I could be Mario, I could be the Luigi.
No, right, listen, I'm a sex instructor. I need to put it on this side, but it's not. I'm a sex instructor. I want to tell you something. There's this sex thing called the morning mist.
The morning mist?
Right, it's called the morning mist.
Yeah, Bob's a sex instructor too. Look at that. He just does your job for you.
No, right, morning mist is where you're taking a shower, and then you get out the shower, and your back is all wet, and then you crouch over your mate, and you fart, putting a little mist across her face. And that's what Captain Timothy Finkerbottom is going to do to you, Dr. Jekyll.
You're an asshole. Why would you do that?
Because the morning mist is how I say I am the king of all this.
I bet you even morning mist is a queen, don't you? I bet you would enjoy that.
No, right, you don't be saying nothing about me queen. That's my queen, and you know what? Yeah, listen here, Dr. Jekyll. You sit down because Captain Timothy Finkerbottom is going to reach through the television, right through the telly, and choke you.
You know, Timothy.
Right, here he comes.
Less yelly.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You perish. That's right. Yeah. Captain Timothy Finkerbottom, that's what he do. You want to challenge Captain Timothy Finkerbottom to a stream? I dare anyone. That's right. You take it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, poor Dr. Jekyll. He's never going to come back.
Captain Timothy Finkerbottom is a king. It don't matter who you are, but you know what? You gotta subscribe to Dr. Jekyll on YouTube. That's all for Captain Timothy Finkerbottom. I hope you have a lovely weekend. Hello!
Get out of my house. Can we have Magic Hand Bob's over for dinner?
Technically, you're Magic Hand Bob.
No, I am Magic Hands Ginger.
Why do you have a scaly hand?
Because I do not use moisturizer.
Oh, that makes sense. What is going on, everybody? Thank you guys so much for still tuning in. If you do love what happens each and every time, make sure you check out Dr. Jekyll on YouTube. It's a fantastic show. I love what he does, and I cannot promote him enough. And holy crap, apparently Red Shed got a little frisky with my hair back there. Fluffy Uffykins, do I have the privilege of having Fluffy in my show? Holy crap.
There's all kinds of Fluffy up in here.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
You haven't even noticed the other Ginger.
I saw Ginger briefly. How are you doing, Ginger? Thank you so much for tuning in.
The other Ginger. I am original Ginger. I'm an island.
And Ginger, I believe you just recently got an Instagram, so it's awesome to see you on there. I love it so much. But anyway, last things. Make sure you tune in and subscribe to Dr. Jekyll Defective Head Meat Institute on YouTube. This Thursday night, he will be on at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central Time. Tune in on YouTube. You got to check out the show. I'm telling you, it's worth your time. Too bad neither the Dirty Fish Stick or Jerry Cock will make another appearance. Probably Becca because they retired. No, they will be back, but not tonight. There he is. Hello from my living room, Mr. Ron Bestico. I got the necklace. I got the necklace. Calm your head. Calm your salty head.
Calm your bald, salty head.
Yeah, we already talked about it. Basically, Ron Mexico was salty originally because, you know, all the sweat. Then he got extra salty, and then we dipped him in the Pacific Ocean, and then boom, he's triple salty.
Yeah, fatality. Which one's the good one? Which one's the nice one? Which one's the one that will keep your soul in a velvet box?
That's true. That's true. But anyway, again, make sure you guys vote. Make sure you guys vote in the cartoon brawl.
I have many people's souls.
That's true. We got Lion-O versus Hank Hill. Type it in with the capital letters and the spaces. One of them is going to advance in the cartoon brawl. Make sure you vote for your favorite. And again, you got to subscribe to Michael Furberger on YouTube, and you got to do Dr. Jekyll Defective Head Meat Institute on YouTube. Both fantastic shows. I love those guys so much. One time I show your stream on my stream. No necklace. Listen, Ron, I tried to explain. Monday was very busy for me, and then Friday I just forgot.
What do you mean there's no good Gingers, Justin Rowe? You
I do have kryptonite.
Your tongue.
Let's see what time we got here. Okay, we got a little bit. So,
you should be fatality. We're gonna seriously. The Gingers are going to gang up and just basically
take over the world.
Yeah, nobody's gonna be left with their souls. We're just gonna just ransack all the antique malls for all the old velvet jewelry boxes and wooden boxes and cigar boxes.
I forgot your question. I'm
and
sorry.
We could probably make humidors. We could probably keep souls in humidors.
Bald, salty, lickable head. That's right. That's right. So we talked a little bit last Monday, and we're going to sort of start doing this, the Houses of the Nerd. So if you like Game of Thrones, it's basically like the houses, like House Targaryen and House Stark. But we made nerd houses.
Yes,
and the way we did this is basically you can't choose your family. So if you are basically Robb Stark, you weren't allowed to choose if you were a Stark or Targaryen. Forgive you. Ah, that's right. Thank you so much, Ron.
She's with me.
But if you were Robb Stark, you didn't get to choose that you were a Stark. So you don't get to choose what nerd house you belong to. In that case, I decided to name the...
Tucked in, ready for night-night, J-Dub.
Not the heads of the house, but sort of the beginning of the round robin. So one guy will be named, and that person is the name of that house. They get to select the next person in that house. So we're going to start out with an easy one. And basically, there are 6 houses. We'll go over it one more time. The 6 houses. 1 is the playhouse. 2 is the tap house. 3 is the heroes. 4 is the villain. 5 is the outhouse, and 6 is the animal house. So you guys who keep constantly tuning in to the Nerdy Effect, you will be a part of one of the 6 houses. How do you get in it? You got to be chosen. That's how it is. But don't worry, there is no end cap to these houses. There's not like 13 people and that's it. It's closed. As long as you keep coming back, you're going to be part of the houses. But we have to start off with number 1, and the easiest way I can do it is to choose.
Fatality is an honorary junior.
Oh! I call Tap House. Of course you do, Ron Mexico, because I named you the number 1, and it doesn't stick as a number, but the number 1 in the Tap House. So Ron Mexico, as it sits right now, you get to choose one more person that is in the Tap House with you right now. Basically from the stream. Don't be going from your stream.
Ask him
we don't hang out there.
Dave Marshall's ice cream.
What? Mr. Fred Miller, thank you so much for tuning back in, buddy. Good to have you in here. Food fight. Show me the pub. So, Ron Mexico, because you're always extra salty that you don't get to be in the Nerd Council, and you don't get to be this, yet you're my bestie, and I wear your necklace 95% of the time.
There's no perks to be in his ginger either.
No, there isn't. There isn't. So, I made you the number 1 member, and it's not a number, but the number 1 member of the Tap House. So, you get to choose who else is in the next person, not who else, but one more person to join you in the Tap House, and then we'll move on to the next one. You can choose anybody that's constantly in here. Maybe it's somebody that's in your stream that also visits my stream. I think that's acceptable. But as long as I know who they are, boom, they're in there. So you get to be like, I don't want to say king or leader or even number 1, because that's not how it is. Basically what it is, it's just the list of people that are involved in the Tap House. We just started with Ron. I have to make that kind of clear.
So much pressure. We'll pick somebody, dude.
That's what you get. Besties get pressure. And I've named everybody, but we're not going to be able to get to all of them tonight. I already knew it. The show's too compact to be able to do even like the first round of all of them. Tap House sounds erotic. Fluffy Uppikins, you calm the hell down. I'm telling you, keep your labia in check. I mean, seriously, that needs to be on a t-shirt and you need to wear that. Like, keep your labia in check, Fluffy Uppikins. That might need to wrap all the way around the back, Fluffy Uppikins. Uh-oh, don't wilt under pressure.
You had a couple uppies in there.
Yeah, Fluffy Uppikins. But by the way, your hair was looking on point today in that picture. I was like, who the hell is this? I didn't even recognize you, and that's the honest truth. Nothing better than watching your show, eating pizza, and playing Pokemon Go.
There you go.
Is Mr. Freddy around?
Yeah, he was in here earlier.
I haven't seen Mr. Freddy.
He's probably watching, not talking.
What about this chick? What about Super Chick? How you doing? How you doing, girlie? Pick somebody, Ron. Azo's getting a little impatient. There is. Honestly, there is a lot of pressure on this. There's no doubt, because Ron just got here.
Okay, Ron says he's picking the Black Ron Mexico, Mr. Fatality.
Mr. Fatality! Okay, so Fatality now belongs to the Tap House.
So now Fatality picks somebody for Tap House?
No, we're not.
Okay.
That's how it would technically go, but we're not going to continue that.
Oh, so we only have 2 people in the house right now.
Right, there's only 2 people. Yes, he's here. Well, I ain't seen him. There she is. All right, so we're gonna do one more, and then we gotta go on because I haven't seen the other one yet. So anyway, So the Animal House is the next one we're gonna do. And like this is in no particular order. This doesn't mean the houses are more important or not. I just want to sort of get it out there. There he is, drinking High C Ecto Cooler. All right, so since he is here, Mr. Freddy's ready. There's only one person that can command the start of a house called the Villain House, and that is Mr. Freddy's ready. So, Mr. Freddy, it's not that you're number one. I gotta stress that.
You're just the first house
You're
guest
just
in
the
the house.
first house guest. That's how it is.
Yeah.
But like I said earlier, you don't get to choose your family. So that's why basically the first person sort of starts to get to choose how this family is made. And that's the easiest way that I can do it. So Mr. Freddy's ready because not only are you a personal friend of mine, you're also a king of the villains. I mean, seriously, when you think about it, Freddy Krueger is a villain. Jason Voorhees is a villain. Michael Myers, they're a villain.
Didn't he do an alien? He did an alien. Yeah.
Alien? Not Alien. Predator.
Predator. That's what
Predator. We're not doing superhero names anymore. No, we've moved on, my man. I'm sorry. I'm more villainous than all you fools. Well, anyway, Mr. Freddy, you are basically you get to choose who else is in the villain house. And like I said, this is
Mrs. Freddy ready threatened to kill me, so of course she's in. So naturally.
All right, so Mrs. Freddy. All right.
So yeah, now I'm curious about the Vinnies and the not so much Vinnies if they're gonna pick each other.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We might cause a family feud.
That's true because we can split the real families with the nerd families. Good to be the king.
Seriously, Trenzorg,
command that like the governor commanded Woodbury.
Keep watching and wait for it. There is somebody worse than the governor.
Raider Nation Sam, how you doing, my man? Honestly, every time I look at my Raiders football, I think of Raider Nation Sam. Good to have you in here, my man. Always good to pop in, check out your stream. I don't really say anything. I just sort of like check back, listen to the music, but it's good to have you in here, man.
You're not going to rule the pathetic world. You're going to feed the pathetic world. There's a difference.
But yeah, it's the easiest way to do it is I just select the first entry, and then from there they sort of create the thing. And we got time for one more, and then we'll do the rest of them on Friday's show. That's the easiest way to do it. Yeah, that is a no-brainer. You're exactly right. So, the last house we're going to talk about this evening is the Animal House. Yes, yes. Not just strictly towards the movie. I just like the name the Animal House. I think it's awesome. Animal House. So the first person...
eventually going to catch on, and they're still not going to go the route of that.
They'll never know it.
But they're going to start saying it.
Animal House.
They're going to start saying it.
What are the houses called? I didn't catch that. That's what you get for not tuning in to each and individual episode. I'm going to start calling you Trenzor 2.
Rule. Gotcha.
I will feed the rule. So the last one we're going to talk about tonight is the Animal House.
She doesn't last much longer, Trenzor.
Me, nerdy. And it is Mr. Stacy Fox is the first one in the Animal House. Yeah, yeah. See, it's like when I say it, it makes sense. Ron Mexico first in the Tap House. Freddy's ready first in the Villains, and then right there, the first one in the Animal House. Fox. So Mr. Fox, you get to choose who is the next entry in the Animal House.
He has such a long mane.
That's true. That's true. I'm coming up to the end of the season 3. Oh, getting there, getting there. Animal House, Party House. But yeah, that's what it boils down to. Is I chose the best member, or not the best member, but like the perfect fit for those, and then from there they sort of build their own family, and that's the way to do it.
And he says Trenzorg.
Trenzorg. All right. So Trenzorg, you were part of the Animal House.
Animal.
And like I said, we got 6 houses, and there's plenty of room for everybody. If you keep coming back to the show, you're going to get picked. That's just how it is. They know your name. They know who you are. So don't think like you got left out today. That's not how this is.
Chica, you know what time we start.
Yes, you do.
You know better.
Me. But the ones we haven't filled up yet is the Playhouse, which I like a lot. The Hero's House, and the Outhouse. And I don't think of the Outhouse as like the place where the Westerners go take a crap. That's not what I'm looking at. That's not. It's sort of like the ones that are sort of like the rejects. You know, kind of like, you know, we don't play well with others. That's what I'm thinking about the Outhouse. And then of course the Animal House, the Tap House, and then the Villain's House. Is there a Rainbow Sprinkles House? Only for you. Something about Lucy. What's the name for Lucy?
Where did it go?
It's up a little bit. There he is.
Oh, it's Critter, and Lucy.
Critter, and Lucy. Critter. Like that critter?
I don't know. I don't know Critter.
Powers tomorrow. Can't wait to see it. Neither can I. I think it's going to be really good. Don't blame me, YouTube Chica. Oh, that's right. But Nerdy, you left me out again. Mimic, I did not leave you out. That's not how this works, man. It's basically, we only did technically 3 entries today. That's all we did.
Fairly certain that's Critter.
That's awesome. Welcome, Critter. Good to have you in here.
Critter.
But
you now have 2 names.
Anyway, we're not going to do any more tonight because, again, the show is sort of compacted. It's sort of really full tonight. But on Friday, we're probably going to start putting getting these in really, really fast. So if you guys make sure you come back on Friday's show, same time as always, tune in, and then we'll start filling up these houses. So there's going to be plenty of time, definitely for you, Mimic, I promise you. I believe Mimic is Rave Cats, right?
Yes.
Yeah. For the outcast like me. See, I knew it would work. I know it's set, as soon as you think outhouse, you go, oh, it's the place where the Westerners went to the bathroom. That's not what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of like the ones that are like, you know, like sort of like the rabid ones. Don't let me out. You chained him up in the backyard. That's what I'm thinking of. Critter, thank you so much for coming in, man. Animal House room service 24/7, baby. But anyway, hopefully I've talked to one of my friends. He's a graphic artist, and he's going to sort of make up banners for each one of these individual ones. And it's not going to be what you think. It's like you're not going to think of like a Jason mask with a Freddy claw as the villain's house top. That's not what it's going to be. But he's going to make up an individual one, and maybe you guys could post it on Instagram or whatever, say, yeah, I'm part of the Animal House, check it out, and all that stuff. And sort of get a little bit of bragging rights.
He went away, but
Dr. Jekyll, I saw you in here, man.
Again.
Again, man, thank you so much for being a guest on my show.
Just interviewed him.
How did the house work again? Did you explain that? Basically, it's a way to expand the nerd circle, the nerd herd, and all that stuff, and everybody gets their own little banner to fall under. That's how it is. That way you can walk in and go, "What up, Animal House?" and then they can go, "Oh no, outhouse." That's the way I was thinking. It'd be kind of cool.
There should be a treehouse for artsy people.
Oh, there should have been, but you know what? You weren't here when we were making suggestions, and I didn't see treehouse, and that's what you get for not tuning in. I don't care if you're a movie. That is not an excuse. But I do like it. I think it's hilarious.
This is a strip club.
Is it really? Oh my God! We got helium gas and dartboard. Time to get her in on. Mr. Carnage, man, thank you so much for tuning in. Always good to have you in here, man. Oh, they're just question mark. I don't know. I had to get the new clone out dirty. That's right. That's right. Every time Dr. Jekyll dies, the clone machine restarts, pops out another new Dr. Jekyll. That is honestly...
Is it kind of like a Mr. Macy's?
It is. I'm Mr. Macy's.
I'm Mr. Macy's.
What did I miss? Everything fatality. It turns out, man, you're part of the tap house. You were actually the first person chosen out of all of them, so that's kind of bragging rights, honestly. But Carnage, man, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you Friday. But yeah, if you guys have not subscribed to Dr. Jekyll, you really need to. And this is sort of a spoiler alert, but it's something I love. Dr. Jekyll actually dies at the end of every episode. So
it's fun.
It's hilarious, and it's always new and inventive and different. And every time after he dies, a clone is spawned, so that way the show can continue. So I'm telling you guys, you seriously need to tune in. I wonder if I get to see Mr. Hyde appearance on Dr. Jekyll stream. I don't know. You got to tune in, and he's going to be on at 9 p.m. Eastern time.
9/8 Central on Thursday.
On Thursday.
Thursday. Lightning and all.
1 second here.
About to say, I knew it was.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the final guest of the evening.
Are you going night heroes?
Heroes.
Good night, heroes.
Good having you here, buddy. All right, so my last guest of this evening is Mr. Game Dungeon Pro.
You did, Ron.
Not bad. Rowan?
Oh, do you got the power glove on?
I do.
Of course. Why wouldn't he? I don't think he ever takes it off.
Oh, that's awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Game Dungeon Pro. If you don't know, he's a longtime streamer. How long have you been streaming?
Be almost 2 years.
Yeah. 2 years. Like, this guy predates me with the streaming, and I know that nothing but awesomeness right here. But I've always talked about him. He's the guy who plays the games
and beats
them. Like seriously, like the classic games that you guys love and watch and grew up playing. Like, he plays them in a night and beats them, and it's ridiculous and awesome to watch. On this TV right here. What do you got? Oh, The Legend of Zelda. See, this is what I'm talking about. He has the classic systems. Like, I got him up here, but he breaks them out and he plays them. And so what are your normal time frames, my man?
Usually on my week off, it's midnight Central Time to 6 a.m. If you're a vampire in the United States of America, this is the place to be, underground.
Yeah, it really is. And I see you're wearing the slime shirt as well.
Yeah, I got to represent.
Yeah, I got to get me a slime shirt. I got to. The Game Dungeon Pro, Fluffy, Uffigan, and Critter, they both say you're awesome, and I highly agree with them. It's a show that I love to watch. If my old ass could stay up, I would watch it, but most of the time, you're on past my bad time.
Ron Mexico has partied with that guy.
That's right. Ron Mexico's partied with you at Slime Stream. That's awesome.
There'll definitely be a sequel.
Oh,
go.
that almost sounds like a challenge, my man.
No, it is a challenge. I'll stay up late.
But you're officially having to move to YouTube because Ustream's going away.
Yes.
Good riddance.
And right here, if you guys look, it's called Game Dungeon Productions at YouTube. You guys got to go subscribe. I'm telling you, like, even if you want something in your background, like after the stream has been archived, just to listen to, it's always cool to watch those classic games.
And
And
the
it's something
music.
that I just cannot stress enough about it.
There's some of those old games that have the best music.
Yeah, and then like you look in the background, you can kind of see what's going on. He has arcade machines, and you have what, 2 arcade machines? Is that right?
Yeah, I can do a little virtual tour if you want.
Can you hit a light? The stream makes it dark in here. There we go.
There we
Okay,
go.
there we go. So yeah, I've got the original 1988 Ninja Gaiden, 1993 Mortal Kombat 2. I don't know. I'm running out of games to play.
Yeah, right. Look at that. Look at running out of games to play.
Good night.
It's incredible. It really is. I mean, it is a game dungeon. Like the name says it all. It is awesome.
We'll get to it, Fluffy. Because that's my favorite part.
And then you got Mike Tyson, Punch Out up there.
Yep.
See, I told you guys, it's classic and it's awesome and it's fun. And just look at that. And honestly, when you watch this show, it's so much better than the second screening. You're looking at the Inception here. But Mr. Game Dungeon, we got to move on with the interview process so that way we can sort of like figure out who you are,
Make
right?
sure you throw in his artwork in
We're
there,
getting to
too.
that, we're getting to
Alright,
that.
alright, make it sure.
So since you are technically you predate me anyway, my question is, what made you start streaming?
Well, I was down here anyway. I've had the Game Dungeon for 5 years. Actually, what was it? Facebook did 5 years ago today a memory picture, and it was of the Game Dungeon.
Wow,
So
that's awesome.
yeah, I would be down here anyway. So I was like, why not share my passion for video games with the world? I met a lot of really cool gamers who know their stuff, and it's just a really fun way to forget about the chaos of the real world.
Honestly, I think it's the perfect way to look at it. It is amazing, and it's so much fun, like I said, just to kick back and just watch him play. And like I said, it's not like me. Like, when I try to play the games, I fail miserably. But, like, you know all the secrets and stuff, and it's just fun to sit back and watch. It's like watching a YouTube tutorial, but live.
And seeing a game
Yep.
being beaten that you could never be
Yeah.
as a child.
Yeah.
The thing is that people don't realize I'm sitting here playing Contra, trying not to die, and I have to look way over my shoulders at the comments while I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Talent.
Yeah. So he's doubling it up. Ron Mexico wants me to ask you about your crossbows and guns.
Oh yeah. That involved some alcohol, some Fiverr, a little bit this and that, and Barney's Garage,
Oh,
actually.
now Barney's the guy from Slime Stream, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. It is the perfect dungeon. You're exactly right. DMNK wants to know if you play Pokemon Go.
No, I've been calling it Pokemon Go Fuck Yourself. I don't want to road for people staring at their cell phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it encourages fat asses to get outside and run around, then all the more power to it.
Hey, I want to know if he's ever played Princess Tomato.
Yeah, have you played Princess Tomato for the NES?
No, I can play it tonight.
Do
Do you own it?
No, not the physical copy.
Oh, okay. I mean, I was about to say, if you break out the damn Princess Tomato hard copy. Oh, so Michael Furberger wants to know what's left of So-So.
Just the nose. Shoes are kind of muddy.
The nose, the eyes, and the shoes. Power Plug wants to know, is there any Vaseline inside that power glove?
No, I'm running dry right now. I gotta charge it up, and I've been using this on the Ustream trolls. One guy was like talking mad shit, and I was like, "Hey, you want to see my power glove?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay." I go over here, I push the button, and it's like.
I wish I knew you were going to break it out, because I would have got my power glove and could have done a cool fist bump, but it's not even in the room right now. So we're just going to do like that one.
How is your power
on the
glove not in the
Xbox
room?
now.
I had to use it for something. All right, so let's what was your favorite thing about streaming? Like, I know you do the gaming and stuff like that, but I mean, is that your favorite thing about it, or is the interaction, or
just,
what?
Getting random people that mention games that you would never
hear from a typical gamer, like stuff that's been buried and forgotten, kind of.
Yeah.
Classics. I love the fact that it's live. I mean, anything goes. I can show off artwork. I have a lot of giveaways, tournaments, Smash Brother tournaments.
That's true.
I make it fair across the board. You don't even have to own the game to be in my tournaments. It's all controlled by the AI.
Yeah, I forgot about that. He does do a whole lot of giveaways. If you just tune in while he's live, he'll enter you in the giveaway. And like I said, it's all automatic, so it's not like he's playing favorites or anything like Ron Mexico does.
Mario Kart tournaments, Smash Brothers, and I play modern games too, not just retro. So, Battlefront, Doom, whatever.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I can't wait for the Friday 13th game. I'm going to be in the credits in that game.
Really?
Yep.
Wicked.
How did that go about?
Just because I backed them since day one on the Kickstarter, and then they went to the Slasher Backer, and now the Slasher Backer's going away. So, I mean, it's still not too late to back them up. It's going to be a great game. They put a lot of...
and we're going to know a guy in the credits.
And they put you in the credits because you backed them.
Yep.
That's awesome. And I think it fits, too, because you play... haven't you played the Jekyll and Hyde game, too?
Yep.
God, what a... Oh, that game makes my face hurt thinking about it.
Superman 64.
Oh, no. There's no... Can you beat it?
I didn't even try.
Okay, all right. I didn't think there's any way to beat that game.
Hi, Jan.
Like, the controls are so reversed in that it's just ridiculous.
No.
So, back when streaming was a thing, like, did you watch other streams, or...
Not at first. I mean, I knew of Michael Jacoby. I watched him a few times. He's a good guy.
Mm-hmm. Classic gamer as well.
He has the same passion as I do. I mean, a lot of people are, like, trying to compare us. It's not about that. I'm not here to try to be popular. I'm here to just find cool people that have the same interest in video games, really.
I like it. I think that's the way to do it. I really, really do. So the biggest question is, because you are a gamer, is well, let's start easy. What is the best system in your opinion?
No, I never choose one, ever.
Never?
I ask that question every day. Nope.
So it's like asking a girl what her favorite color is.
Well, is there like a tie? Is that like?
No, they all have their ups and downs, man.
Okay, all right. Hey, I get it. I understand where you're coming from. So that leads in.
That's a broad,
It really is. So is there a number one game for you?
Oh yeah.
What is
Ninja
it?
Gaiden 2 for the Xbox 360.
Ninja Gaiden 2 for the Xbox. That's your go-to no matter what.
Yep, that's my game.
I like that. I honestly I've never played it.
Games, I got all the achievements, and I think I got some gray hairs from it.
So, is there a classic old school game that you go to? Is there a favorite?
Oh, yeah. If there's one game that I could have remade, it'd be this. I'll go grab it.
Yeah. What's going on, Scott Jenkinson? How you doing, my man?
They have this game for the NES. It's a pile of dog shit. But Sega Genesis version.
The Immortal?
Yeah. This is before games had a rating. This game is gorier than the original Mortal Kombat. The puzzles are amazing. The storyline's amazing. And you play as fucking Gandalf the Grey.
Really?
That might be worth looking into getting.
Huh.
I'd like to watch that.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I didn't see. That's why you guys need to tune into the Game Dungeon. You learn something, and you get to watch some kick-ass games. Now, there's a question from Mr. Flop. Do you prefer the old school games or the new school games? I know that's a hard question.
I'd have to go old school. They had to start. I remember, I was there for everything. Pawn, pinball, and then I remember when Contra and Mario were good graphics. There was no hand holding whatsoever.
Yeah.
It was like, here you go. Either our game sucks, or you just had to deal with it back then.
So it's old school for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tend to swing that way too. People, they're always they're like, oh, so you love Fallout, you think Fallout's the greatest game ever. It's like, I like Fallout a lot. But is it my favorite game of all time? No.
Well, the thing is, the game that makes you put that down will then become your favorite game.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
it definitely is. And
you'll probably never pick up Fallout again once you put it down.
Mr. Slime decided to pop in. He says, what's all this?
There it is right here.
He's rocking your shirt tonight, Mr. Slime, and I've got to get a shirt, man. I have to get a Slime shirt. I have to. Mr. Superman Yawn, I'm sorry I missed your comment. How you doing, my man? Hey, Fluffy Fatality, what's good, everyone? We are technically hanging out with the Game Dungeon Productions. I want you guys to subscribe to him. So there's the next question, my man. What times are you on normally?
What time do I come on?
Yeah, what times? Yeah, I know you said sort of like midnight.
But what days?
But what days? I know you said your week off, but
every day.
Every day?
Every day if I can, yep.
Every day if you can, around
Yeah,
midnight.
Camping, I wasn't on.
Right, yeah. Like I said, life always comes first.
I have every other week off of work. That's when I do my artwork and this and that. I never play video games during the day because I am a family man.
Right.
But yeah, during a work week, I'm on at like 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. a sweet little 2-hour shindig, and then on my weeks off, it's about midnight to 6 a.m.
Yeah, and they're really good streams. They're awesome because he plays a whole bunch of games in that time, and sometimes you beat multiple games a night, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible. Like,
I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I did this and that. You know, it's not like that. But I mean,
Oh, be like that, dude. You're awesome.
it hurts my brain to beat 2 classic games in a night, and I can't get past level 1. It makes me angry.
Yeah, Fox knows it. I could beat you at Mario Kart.
pretty cool.
I believe I could beat you at Mario Kart.
Yoda's Dream Girl asked you a question. Did you ever play Gauntlet? And if so, what is your go-to character in Gauntlet?
Dwarf.
Dwarf. Okay, so there you go, Yoda. Is there any reason why? Why you went for
I
Dwarf?
just think it sounds the best.
Okay. All right. Cool. So the last thing I'm going to ask you about is not only is he a classic gamer, not only is he a new age gamer, but he also is like an unbelievable artist. Like
Gorgeous.
the art is mind blowing, and it's all oil painting, right?
Yeah, most of it's oil painting.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. And do you have it listed on? Do you have some of the paintings on Facebook?
Yeah, they're on Facebook and Instagram.
Now is it under the Game Dungeon Productions as well?
That's Facebook, yep.
Okay.
Instagram is Game Dungeon Pro.
Yeah, you guys got to check it out. Facebook, Game Dungeon Pro. Just cut off the deductions at the end of it. You need to check it out. His artwork is fantastic, and one of the best parts that I find about it is actually for sale. And yeah, you really can't see the quality of this, but yeah, this Castlevania painting is just freaking beautiful. Like, I mean, it's art. This is art, and it is all painted by him.
I think his Zelda ones are some of my favorite ones.
Yeah, I would agree as well.
I love the Zelda ones.
But yeah, the Castlevania is beautiful. And there's multiple ones as well. It's not just one simple piece. I mean, it's got so much depth, and it's oil paint. Google how to oil paint and tell me you can make something similar to that. It's incredible, and it just is art. Yeah, look at that. I know that this screen does not do it justice, but you need to check it out. Game Dungeon Pro on Facebook. I know a little bit's on your Instagram, correct? Yeah. Check him out on Instagram, Game Dungeon Productions, Game Dungeon Pro, and you have to subscribe to him on YouTube so you continue this fun and awesome interaction that he brings to you almost every night whenever he can. Zelda paintings are awesome. He does great artwork, yes. Yeah, and of course, when you're there, he will stop the game to give you a tour of the game dungeon. It is so impressive. He has 2 standalone arcade machines. They are it's just awesome. It's mind-blowing the first time you see it. Like I said, I just display my gaming. He actually breaks them out and plays them legitimately. It's just
my Neo Geo in the box and a couple streams ago.
Yeah, right there, the Neo. Oh.
And my workbench right here, this is all ready to be made into a collage. See all these characters?
Oh, yeah.
This is a collage right here.
It makes my nerd hurt. It really does. Like, it's just...
This last coffee table, too, I made a long time ago.
Yeah, that's right. He posted a video
Yes.
on Instagram of his coffee
I love the table.
Like, this whole thing is a solid coffee table. It is absolutely beautiful. It's like you could stare at it for freaking hours.
And you still find something new when you look at it again.
Yeah, it's so cool. Like, I love your art. I love what you do, my man.
Thank you.
And of course, the dungeon is. I mean, it's a place that you could just find yourself,
And lose yourself.
just stay there for days. It's just awesome. Do you have the Commodore 64?
No, I did have one. I don't know what happened to it. Probably happened in a move. But I could still play the games.
It went all dark, man. Like the reception for the screen just doesn't work. It sucks. I know you like he'll turn the lights off and the stuff will start glowing on his stream. It is awesome, but this double thing just doesn't work very well. But yeah, all the classic NES games right here.
There we go.
He does commission. Do you do commission as well?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I figured Azo knew his
For a
stuff.
coworker, actually.
do you? Oh, game man. He says he's surprised you don't have the Philips CDI.
No.
No,
I can't handle the load times on that and the Neo Geo CD.
yeah, some of that stuff just doesn't work for me. I totally agree with you on that.
I mean, I don't claim to have everything, and I don't really want everything like a Virtual Boy. That would just give me a headache.
Hey! You see that right there? That is my Virtual Boy.
And it does give you a headache.
And it does give you a headache.
Hey, will you paint Ron Mexico like one of your French girls?
I could.
Well, Mr. Game Dungeon, I got one final question for you, then I'll let you go. The final question is, in Mortal Kombat, who is your go-to character?
Ooh, depends on the Mortal Kombat game.
Let's say Mortal Kombat, the original.
The original? Ooh. I can do any of them, but I'd have to go with Raiden. Okay. All right, so Mortal Kombat 3, favorite character, because there's a lot to choose from. Cabal. Oh, I love it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have to go subscribe to the Game Dungeon Productions on YouTube. Check him out on Facebook and as well on Instagram. He is an amazing dude. What he does is just phenomenal. The artwork is out of this world, and the gaming is just fun to kick back and relax. Mr. Game Dungeon, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being my guest, my friend. I will see you in the future. And Oh, that is amazing. I love it. Bicycle kick! All right, my man. I appreciate you being my guest. I will check you out. Make sure you guys check him out on YouTube. Awesome dude, and always welcome in arms. Yeah, thank you, everybody, and come request a game anytime.
Yeah, pop in, request a game whenever you see him on. All right, buddy. Thank you so much.
Yeah, have a good one. Take care.
Alrighty, guys, and just like that, we have hit the end of the show. It is time to wrap up the cartoon brawl real quickie-like. Let's find out who's going to be moving on, Lion-O or Hank Hill. Turns out this is actually a Drew Baca versus a J Dooba Dooba Dog. Fun little fact. Who will be moving on, Hank Hill or Lion-O? Hank Hill! Boy, I tell you what, 23! to 14 for Lion-O. Honestly, that was a hard one for me. Like, some of these are sort of landslides, but this one was very difficult. I would not want to vote in this. That is a very, very... That's one of those races that I would not want to have to vote in. No news. The show was so cram-packed with so much stuff to talk about. We just didn't have time for any of the segments. That's awesome. So Ron and Nerdy are hitting it. Okay, great show. Have a good week. Thank you guys so much. All right, so one last thing before we head out. I got to do it one last time. If you guys get the opportunity, please pop in and subscribe to Michael Furberger on YouTube. You guys know who Mayor Mike is. You got to pop in.
Slime wants to know if you and Ron are hitting the convention in November.
Of course.
What convention?
I have no idea. But you got to pop in. Check out Mr. Michael Furberger. Amazing dude. I mean, he is just awesome, and he's doing local videos only. He's getting away from the streaming for a little bit. He might pop on every once in a while, but you got to subscribe in order to know when he pops on or when he posts a new video.
Yeah.
So that is Mayor Michael Furberger. Of course, you know the name. I ain't got to tell you. And while you're already checking it out and subscribing to people, make sure you subscribe to Dr. Jekyll, DHMI, Demi, or the Defective Head Meat Institute on YouTube. Absolutely love this guy. I'm telling you, he is getting up to the level of a Furberger. If you like what Furberger does, if you've seen his stuff in the past, I'm telling you, Dr. Jekyll is the road out there because, like he said in his interview, somebody's got to pick up Furberger's slack, and it's going to be this guy. So make sure you subscribe to Dr. Jekyll. He will be on this Thursday at 9 Eastern Time.
9/8 Central.
9/8 Central. You got to pop in. It's like a Saturday Night Live thing. You got to pop in. You've seriously got to check out Dr. Jekyll. He will be on this Thursday night on YouTube only. And then finally, my last guest of the evening is Mr. Game Dungeon Productions. He's been around longer than this show, longer than the Nerdy Effect. He is an awesome dude. His games are on point. He knows what he's doing. He can beat them. And he's an awesome painter, and he's just a great guy to get out there and hang out with. I cannot talk much more about Game Dungeons. You just seriously got to go check it out. You got to check it out. Later, guys. That's exactly right. it is time to get this show on the road. Honestly, I cannot thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. It's been a really, really fun episode to be able to get on some of the awesome, the classic
feel like
guests.
You had one of those special episodes, like your shows sometimes.
That's why it's
like
called
a fan
Special
show.
Special. That's why it's called Special Special tonight.
Special.
But I got to talk to Mayor Furberger again, who is always just like, he makes my head hurt in good ways. I got to hang out with Dr. Jekyll, who is an awesome dude, and then I got to hang out with Jesse from the Game Dungeon. It has just been a fantastic show. Got to talk about my trip. It's been really good, so I hope you guys pop in on Friday. We're going to start lining up all these houses, and if you didn't get picked tonight, don't worry, you're going to get picked on Friday. So, without that, Mr. J-Dub, so with all that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Nerdy Effect. My name is Jizzy. This is the Nerdy Effect. I will see you on Friday. Have a wonderful, easy week, and don't go see Ghostbusters. Nerd Circle!
La 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 la. Magic, Foxy, magic.
It's a Nerdy Effect Trace Point on. 3.0. Trace Point on. Trace Point on. Beatbox. 3.0. It's the Nerdy Effect. Trace point no, not the dose, not the dose. 3.0.
3.0.